Good afternoon once again. Very pleased to welcome Mr. Savas Cizmeci from Microsoft, Portfolio Manager Middle East for the Global Workplace Services. Thank you very much for being with us. We'll take things from a real estate perspective. As you know, when it comes to real estate globally and especially in the Middle East and sustainability, they focus mainly on design. What is beyond design in the real estate sector?
Thank you. Thanks for hosting me. I'm really happy to be here in the Workspace event and interviewing with you. So, yes, you're right. I look after workplace offices for Microsoft in the Middle East and Africa region for 22 countries. And I'm responsible from end-to-end responsibility of the workspaces, which means from leasing, from strategy actually, where we should be, in what kind of square foot we should be, and then leasing it, and then building it, and then running it. So while doing that, you're right, design is quite important because design will have a bigger impact on the overall span of the construction of your office. So you need to do the design right. And then after designing it, you need to do the construction right, which means there are some carbon calculators for construction and so on. And then Microsoft has partnered with such carbon calculator as well. You can just look it online. It's a free of charge tool. And then, of course, you need to be careful how you run it to make it sustainable. So it's such a wide topic. I can jump into any area you want me to talk about.
So as you know, Microsoft, you being in the technology basically, and in technology lots of methods and how can we move to practicality?
Right. So I think we moved to practicality with using technology at Microsoft, and I'm part of Cornet Global Middle East chapter board as well. So I know what's happening in the market. So the first thing I think we need to be very careful on choosing the space, how much space we need, because we see that many of the offices are not utilized well. And then if you have an office that is not utilized well, it has a big carbon footprint impact. First you construct that office in the larger size, and then you run that office, you cool that office, especially in Middle East, which is a bigger carbon footprint impact. And then, so you need to do your kind of design right with the right space and so on. So for that, we are using actually Power BI dashboards to check our utilization, which is getting multiple inputs from access control systems, from internet connections and so on. And based on that data, we are building the right footprint for our offices. Yeah. So that's to start with. Yeah. And then while running it, we are booking we have an app, internal app. You can book your spot, you can book your meeting room in advance from your mobile app. That brings so much efficiency to the workspace.
Yeah. You have so many, you basically as Microsoft, you have so many stakeholders. How are you relaying the world's best practices to your stakeholders?
Right, when we say
to your partners.
With partners, this is more about our solutions, right? Because we have this remote working enablers like Teams and so on. And we think that Microsoft is really helping people to reduce their footprint as well with its products. Yeah. So I'm sure during the pandemic people couldn't travel, and then we still enabled business for people to continue with their business.
What are the risks and opportunities when it comes to ESG from the real estate perspective as Microsoft?
Sure, I think there are a lot of opportunities. First of all, I think there is this optimization of the real estate is there based on the use. This is what I'm doing these days. I'm looking at the data. I'm looking at our beautiful Power BI dashboards, and I see which office is utilized by how much, which days of the week, which departments are using it more, and so on. And then we optimize accordingly. And I think many companies are doing that, should do that as well. That's a big opportunity to reduce the carbon footprint. And the risks, I think the risk is about the awareness. So I think the awareness needs to be increased. So you have seen as well, the temperatures are increasing faster than we thought, faster than people anticipated. So I think awareness needs to increase. This is coming soon. We need to do something.
Savas, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you very much. It was my pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you.